Hey guys, Twister J here, and today I'm giving you a guide on how to beat the Abyss Watchers. Now, unlike my other videos, this one I will actually be showing you his movesets, as this boss is easy to beat if you memorize his moveset. So let's get started. I'll start by showing you guys the way to enter the fog gate and how to dodge his attacks that he makes when you immediately enter the fog. The first thing that could happen when you immediately enter the boss area is he'll stab you like this. Don't block, instead roll out of the side. The next thing could happen is just regular old combat, just put your shield up or dodge to the side, nothing much. Next thing, here's another example of just straight combat. The next one is the slash. This one's one of the hardest ones, but also the one that he most often does, at least in my experience. You just want to jump. Block is fine too, but I prefer to jump as you don't really use as much stamina. Like right there. Then you get behind him and you hit him. He literally almost always ends up landing in the exact same spot as you see. In those clips, he lands in the exact same spot, and this time I actually get the backstab. The final way he can attack you once you enter is by immediately a jump stab, so just move to the side and you'll be able to backstab him immediately. So onto his 3-step combo. He'll grab it with 2 hands on his left side, then he'll hit it with 1 hand on his right side, and then he'll slam. It always happens like that. What you want to do is just roll out of the way. 3 rolls should be enough. Here's a bunch of clips of him hitting the exact same combo over and over. His next attack is a swipe up. He bends over a little bit and honestly gets in a golf-like position and swipes up, so just move to the side or move backwards. That's the way to avoid it. His next attack is this 2-slash combo. I have honestly not been able to find any wind-up time with it. He just kind of does it. So honestly, you can get behind him during this time and hit him in the back. That's the only tip I have for this, but he really has no wind-up. If you guys find any form of knowing how to realize when he's about to do it, I'll leave him down in the comments, but I have not been able to find a wind-up time for that. After facing this boss 15 times, I was only able to get 3 clips of it. It's such an uncommon attack. But what he does is basically, he just angles the sword down, he goes straight at you, and jump to the side, you're able to get a backstab on him, which I didn't right there. His next most common combo is this one, in which he stabs first, does 2 swipes with his short sword, and then ends up with a spin in the back. Do not try to block this combo, as it will murder you. Instead, wait till after the 2 hands, and right there is when you would hit him. I'll show you how I did it. Right there, just back up on it. Don't try to block it, as it takes almost all your stamina. Right there I was able to hit him. Since he gets stunned easily, you have enough time. And here I was able to get a backstab. Sometimes he doesn't complete the full combo, so beware of that. He doesn't always do the spin at the end. His next attack is just to roll into a slam. What you want to do is just roll backwards or step back, and you should dodge it. You are also able to parry his slams like I do here, although when there's so many of them slamming on you, it's kind of hard. Slamming. No, that just sounded wrong. He also does the slam attack in fight, so just like in the starting phase, you can block it, or you can also just walk behind him, and you should be able to dodge that attack, unless you're me and you die. The final attack that he does is this 3-hit combo. He only does it with his right arm or your left side, and it's a 3-hit combo. Just move to the side and you should be able to dodge it, or just backwards. He doesn't move too much with it. So after you beat him once, now the real fight begins. And before I talk about the tips, I just gotta say the music in this boss fight is amazing, and I love the music while his transformation phase is just so good. If you played Bloodborne, this boss is very reminiscent of my favorite boss of all time, Lady Maria. Lady Maria is just my favorite boss of all time, and he seems like just, I guess the easiest way to say it, be a less cool version of her, basically, since she uses blood and fire, and she attacks with after images just like him. So it was pretty easy for me once we got to this part, except for the many times I died. What you have to look out for is that his stabs do poke you with fire too from a little bit of a distance. His swipes do leave an after image of fire, which you will need to keep rolling and getting closer to him, is what I felt like was the way that I was dodging most of his fire. And his slams explode, so get away from his slams, don't stay near. And the 3-hit combo, don't try to hit him behind. The 3-hit combo where he, not the slam, but the one where he swipes, he does leave a little trail of fire behind him, which will hurt you. So some tips that I have aside from moves that you will have to uh, learn from just watching this video and just gauging the distance of the fire. It's kind of hard to describe the fire's distance with a video, so you have to kind of play it and measure out the distance for yourself. But I do have some tips to lower the chances of you dying. One is bring, obviously, some fire protection, as this stage is where it gets hard, so bring some nice fire protection armor. Now, if you notice in the video, I actually switched from heavy armor to light armor. That's because rolling is insanely effective, as you've seen in these clips, so do not come in with over 70% of your weight on your character. No more than 70%. Once you hit 70%, your rolls are slower and you use more, you're just slower overall, so do not come in with more than 70% encumbered. He is weak to lightning, so keep that in mind. If you're having a hard time, use lightning to help you out. I never used it, but then again, I've played a lot of Dark Souls. Actually, I didn't even have any lightning to begin with, but if you have any lightning left over, be sure to use that, as the boss is weak to him. He's pretty easy to parry in my opinion during this mode, because I feel like his moves are a little bit more exaggerated and he stays longer in a stance. So I was able to parry him a lot more times, and I think the boss is coming to an end. I think the only things left that I have to say are, when there's more than one Abyss Watcher, when there's two Abyss Watchers, stay back, wait 20 seconds for the other Abyss Watcher to spawn, and the other Abyss Watcher with the red eyes will help you kill one of the Abyss Watchers, which is really helpful. Actually, I died right there. So that's all the tips I have for this boss. You guys know the movesets now, hopefully. Rewatch the video if you need to learn more than movesets. He doesn't gain any new movesets, so as long as you know them, it shouldn't be too hard. Just keep dodging the fire and get some fire protection, and you should be good. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you guys have any other questions, just leave them down in the comments. I know this is a hard boss to fight. It was by far the hardest boss that I've played of yet. I'm pretty far into the game, and this is still the hardest boss that I faced in Dark Souls 3 at least. He's pretty easy compared to most other Dark Souls, but he's a hard boss in Dark Souls. So in Dark Souls 3, I mean. So I understand if you guys have a lot of trouble and you guys have more questions, just feel free to leave them down in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching this boss fight for my boss guide. I'll leave you guys with the rest of the video so you guys can see what I did to beat him. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.